Hello everyone, LauncesMechanist here, bringing you another World of Warships Legends video. This one's actually going to be a bit of an interesting match. I'm not going to be doing too much, but I do wind up drawing away one of the heavy hitters on the enemy team for basically the entirety of the match. It actually does get pretty interesting. It starts off slow, but it does kind of get interesting later on. We are on Crash Zone. This is a domination match, and we are in the Atlantico. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You got the Atlantico? Well, to be fair, I saved up for quite some time to be able to get it. I didn't just get it all at once. I saved up for it. That way it wouldn't hurt me that much. That way it wouldn't hurt me that much. So we're going to go ahead and we're starting off. Let's see. We got a destroyer and another battleship here with us. They've got two Heinrichs on their side. The Iowa is the one we're going to be paying attention to. That Warif 86. He's the one who we're going to be drawing away from the battle. He's basically going to be, pursuing us for the once we make ourselves known. So, first things first, we're not going to go directly into the cap. We're going to kind of kite around this island here, or skirt around this island, as the case may be. We're going to come around from the outside of it. Now, Prince Heinrich is spotted. That's the first target we spot right off the bat. And to warn, my primaries are not going to be doing a whole lot of damage in this game. It's going to be mainly my secondaries that are going to be doing the heavy lifting. Yeah, let's see. We get 1 overpin and 2 deflections, so not a good opening salvo. Okay. There's the Iowa. And right at that moment, the Somers appears, and our secondaries are going to open up on him. Of course, I tell the secondaries to focus him. And I let him have it with the main guns as well, because why not? Now, we are going to score some damage on him with the secondaries, but we're not going to get the kill. Instead, the destroyer's going to... one of our destroyers is going to yoink it. Yeah, Akatsuki. Well, I mean, Akatsuki got the kill. And then, of course, Somers is... the Prince Heinrich is sailing into torpedoes. Well, a torpedo. We're going to let him have another broadside. But 2 overpins. Yeah. Atlantico's a good ship, but she's just not that accurate with the main guns, it seems. I mean, I'm having fun with her, so... I'm having fun with it, so... That's all that matters, right? Anyway, alright, so we're spotted by aircraft. Now, I'm actually going to be doing a bit of a misplay here. I'm going to sail around the outside of the island, try to sail into the sea cap. That was my plan. But then I see we got 2 battleships and the Akatsuki there waiting. Akatsuki is smoking up. So I throw the engines into reverse and try to stop. Now, Iowa is basically sitting still at this point. He's sitting just outside of the cap. He's going to be highlighted again here real soon. Excuse me. Yep, there he is. So, I'm going to try and take a couple of shots at the American superstructure because we know how chunky that is. He's not moving, but the wind blows our shells a little bit. I guess the wind blows our shells a little bit away. So we don't really get that much out of it. Okay, now we're backing up here. But yeah, this is where I was telling you about that misplay. Well, technically I survived the match, so, and I don't charge full bore into half the enemy team, so that's not really a misplay, I guess, if you think about it. I'm just trying to play smart. I think. Okay. Anyway, enough going backwards. Now we're going full speed ahead, trying to get slowed down out of reverse. There's the Heinrich. He's behind a rock. And you know the old saying, you miss all the shots you don't take. Well, I fire one gun and we strike cliff face. The guns just do not have the elevation needed to go over it. But Heinrich is going to come into the cap. And this is where I just basically say, to hell with it. So they got the Iowa, and I think that's the shit. What's the Japanese battleship again? Well, we're gonna see its name here shortly. The Amagi, that's the one. So the Amagi's gonna come into the cap. The Iowa's gonna go around the island, and here, let's see. Oh well, we actually deflect shells from the Heinrich. Our secondaries are lighting them up. This is kind of funny. A secondary battleship versus a secondary battleship. The only difference is my secondaries are bigger. We managed to start a fire on them. That gets us up to 30k, and we get our close quarters medal. And here comes Amagi. And I'm already starting to turn around. Because I think, yep, I'm the only battleship left on this side of the map. All the others are way up there to the north. I got the Akatsuki here with me. So I start making a nuisance of myself to these two battleships as much as I can. And in the process, we become zombie. Yep. You heard me right. We become a zombie ship. The damage saturation on the stern is... You can literally see the difference in the camouflage. You can see where we're damage saturated and where we're not. Our midship section is saturated. Looks like the superstructure is saturated. Just a little bit of the stern isn't, and the bow. And thankfully, that's where most of the shells from the enemy are going to land, and because of the damage saturation, they're not going to do much. So Amagi is sailing into these torps. Excuse me. But yeah, well, I say we get damage reduction due to saturation, but we're still getting chunked pretty hard. Our secondaries are still going to work. But yeah, this is where we start. Basically, there's three battleships left on the enemy team. There's the Iowa, the Amagi, and then one other, which is way, way, way off to the right-hand side of the map. So he's out of play. The Amagi is the Amagi is the only one that is still in play. And I am basically drawing this Iowa away from the cap. I'm basically drawing him out of the game. I'm kiting away, basically. I'm keeping my damage saturated stern facing him, so that's the only place he could shoot at. And my secondaries, especially the 8-inch guns, they are lighting him up. The Brandenburg is the other battleship. He gets a high caliber. The ZF-6, that was our last destroyer, he takes out the Amagi. One less headache for me to worry about. And Iowa is still chasing me. And, of course, down goes the Brandenburg. So there's 2 battleships left. Both of them are on the far side of the map. The ZF is still in the cap. He's doing his job. He's taking the cap. And, of course, Iowa is chasing me. Still chasing me. Here we get a high cal. Love to see it. Because, oh, look at this. We have actually farmed... excuse me, dadgum. We have actually farmed this Iowa. Essentially, with our secondaries. Our secondaries have been the only thing that have been lighting this Iowa up. Here comes another one. Still got the heel going. And of course, here we reach the edge of the map. And this is where we start doing the Dreadnought Shuffle. And you'll see that on full display. Yep, you see. Here it is. I'm angling away, and you can see it in all its glory. That is what the Dreadnought Shuffle looks like. But I was almost dead. We take 2 more shots with the stern guns, and down he goes, and we get our arsonist. Now, to be honest, I really wasn't sure whether or not I'd upload this, so there's a bit of a lag here. Excuse me. But yeah. So 390,000 credits before taxes, 280 afterward. We're not at the top of the leaderboard, but we're dead middle. We got high cal, close quarters, and arsonist. So that's pretty good. 1779 base experience. We actually matched Warith on the opposite team there. But yeah, 131,000 total damage, 46 shell hits with the mains, 1 detected, 1 incapacitated, 2 destroyed, 7 fires, 1 defended, 89 secondary hits. 4,805 ship experience, 482 global, 6,140 commander experience. And again, arsonist, close quarters, and high cal. So all in all, a pretty good match. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Was it a good? Do y'all believe it was a good match? Y'all think I could have done better? And remember, if you haven't already, punch the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Memorial Day weekend.